Something people don't talk about enough when they move countries is how your attractiveness level can literally do a 180 and completely change. You could be the hottest thing wherever you came from, but you're not the hottest thing where you've now ended up. Hi, welcome to my channel. I'm MicahTheMuse. Let's get to musing. Today I'm talking about how moving to the United States, Baltimore, Maryland specifically, impacted my perception of my own attractiveness. So I came from the Caribbean. Let's start there. The Caribbean has my people, my black people. Now, I moved to an area where there's also black people, so it's not like, that's not like a big issue. And that's quite similar to the Caribbean where I came from. But I do believe that I still fell down a couple places on the attractiveness totem pole. If you didn't know, I am gay, so that is also a part of it. But I think that in the Caribbean, I do believe that my attractiveness was appreciated. Long story short, I don't think that it's appreciated, at least where I am. I can say that I went to Florida and I still don't feel like it was that much appreciated over there. So, Orlando, Florida at least. But so far my experience has not been the best. And that's kind of like wild in a way, because it really was not something that I expected to this degree. Like, I'm talking very little matches on Tinder, having to initiate basically every conversation on Grindr, for example. And it's just strange. It's strange because I'm coming from a place where I could have walked into the club and I knew the eyes were on me. The eyes were on me. If I'm dancing, I know that people are watching me. But now I'm here and it's like, I mean, they're watching you, but they're not gonna do anything. They're probably just like, who is that guy? Okay, he seems like fun. Okay, great. Enjoy your night. That's it. No curiosity. There's no, let me get your number. None of that. And it's so interesting because it's like people who I would have perceived myself to be able to quote unquote get, I can't get anymore. It's funny because I'm talking to like a fairly attractive guy from back home who I would have met in the club. Yeah. And it's like, if he lived here, I don't know if we would be talking right now. Every society has their own, I guess, traits that they prize and they prioritize. I feel like masculinity is definitely prized here, and I'm not the most masculine. I also feel like lightness, let me just say it like that to keep it like ad friendly. Lightness is more prized in this society. Even though like the society I came from, the Caribbean, there is colorism issues there too. For sure. But it's different here. And I think because this society is also fairly capitalist, everybody's looking for that next best option. I would say that the experience has been humbling. Humbling, at times maddening also, because I would have already built up a certain perception of myself coming from the Caribbean. So it's very interesting. Not interesting, it's not interesting at all. But it's very, cognitively heavy to know deal with that identity being challenged and that kind of understanding of, okay, this is how attractive I am, this is who I can get. Having that be challenged so often, daily basically, on these dating apps, which is why I had to delete most of them, because I felt like who I was seeing myself as was not who I was being received as. It's also why I don't club as much here anymore, because it's that same dissonance between who I know I am, what I know I'm serving, and how people are receiving it. Because I still think that I'm the shit, and I still think that I'm gorgeous and beautiful, and the body's tea, like, if that shit could stop blocking, let's do this. Like the body tea, I work out, I eat well enough. I do my hair. So like I upkeep. So it's like the issue wasn't that I believed that I was unattractive. It was more so having to accept but that other people do, and they're not gonna treat me the way that I believe I deserve to be treated. And just making peace with that. I'm not gonna lie to you, that was very difficult for me. I'm somebody who likes to push. I'm gonna push through. I'm gonna make you see me. Okay, do I need to be more masculine? Do I need to put more effort into this? So I did do the whole trying thing to appeal to whomever. It didn't work. So the only solution is just to be strong in myself. Actually, I'm very grateful for where I grew up and the confidence that I believe that it has instilled in me. And I'm also grateful for this experience, for learning that, okay, in different societies, I am prized differently. I'm seen differently. Different people desire me. Good to know. I still am a 10 out of 10 wherever I go, though. That I think is the best lesson. Your attractiveness never has to change to yourself. We don't care about the environment. Fuck these bitches. Like, I don't mean to say like that, but seriously, I'm a 10 out of 10 everywhere because I'm a 10 out of 10 up here. And I have been the type of person in the past who hates like mindset stuff to try to overcome like sociological issues. Like, don't try to fix a sociological problem with a psychological trick. It's necessary here. It's necessary in this case. Otherwise, I would have just driven myself mad, which I was close to doing. Just on the apps, like for hours on end, looking for that validation and connection. No, spending money, real money. Okay, not monopoly money. Spending real money to try to get more eyes on me, because maybe that's why they're not living for me, because not enough people are seeing me. Don't do it. Wasted so much money and so much time. Do the psychological trick, Micah. That's what I learned. That's what I had to accept. Do the psychological trick. But also, I have hope that the pendulum is going to swing the other way. I literally just need to move to an area where it does. Things will be very different, and I'll be in a different reality where it's like, oh my gosh, I have a date tomorrow, the day after, and the day after that. So this is just preparing me for that. Because I feel like there are areas where I would do better. I would love to move to California. I don't necessarily think I'm going to do better there because I've been seeing people who look like me complaining the house down boots. But I will say I do think those people like to date. So that's why they feel rejection so terribly. No shade. Until then, I'm using my mind to overcome these annoying circumstances. Thank you for being here with me. Thank you for listening to me muse. And I will catch you in another upload of mine, hopefully. Bye!